In today's video, I'm going to be telling you 10 things that you may be doing intentionally or unintentionally that makes you look a little bit cheap, tacky looking, never how you want to show up for the world, and just never how you want to show up for yourself in general. But before we start and get into the good stuff, I will preface by saying this is my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Okay, these are simply my opinion, my observations, what I've noticed. So it's not gospel. You don't have to take what I say. Take it with a grain of salt, if you will. Let's jump right into the video. So the first area that we're going to tackle is grooming. When you look at somebody in general, the first thing that you see, apart from like their outfit, is their hair, how their hair looks. And one thing that just cheapens the whole entire look, just throws everything off, is bad looking hair that is not combed well, hair that is not laid. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a bad hair day, because we all have bad hair days, right? But if you're having a bad hair day every single day, now that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. So if you wear wigs, I do not want to be seeing the wig lifting, it needs to be laid. There's nothing worse. And us wig wearers, sometimes the glue doesn't do the job well and the lace just lifts and it just throws off the whole entire thing. No one's no longer looking at your outfit or how fly you look in general. Their eyes are drawn to the lifting. So if you don't know how to lay your wig down, there are many tutorials on TikTok, on YouTube that can show you how to properly lay your wig, because there's just one thing that throws everything off. And you also need to invest in some good hair tools as well, because what good is it me telling you that this is why you look cheap and not telling you how to fix it, right? Get yourself some hair tools, curling iron, curling wand. If you don't really know how to curl your hair, I'd suggest starting with a curling one. It's the easiest thing ever. Or if you're not a pro at curling your hair, invest in some Flexi Rods as well. These are going to save you so much time, so much energy. It's just going to have you waking up looking fly. And this is for no heat curling. The type of Flexi Rods that you get is definitely important. There's two options generally. So you have the velvet covered Flexi Rollers, and then you have the hard firm Flexi Rollers, which is my preference. With the velvet one, the curls don't last as long as the hard, sturdy, original Flexi Rod roller. This one right here, this will have your curls lasting ages. So once you curl your hair at the start of the week, you put this in every night, saves you a whole bunch of time in the morning. And in 2025, there's no need for me to be seeing your wig looking high as a kite. Get yourself a hot comb and just press it. You don't even need to get a hot comb. Get you a hard brush and some mousse and just brush it. Just brush your hair. Simple. And not to mention, if it's dry and parched, the hair is screaming for a little moisture, a little attention. Sis, you need some oil. Rub the oil in there. Yep, rub the oil and wash it. Wash the wig, okay? Wash the wig. And the next thing is looking ashy. Ashy feet, ashy hands. It's just the worst. You could be wearing a fly-ass outfit, could look real pretty. If the feet are dry, if the hands are dry and crusty, it just instantly cheapens your look. So if you know you suffer from dry, ashy feet, dry, ashy hands, make sure that you walk with some hand lotion, some cream, something to keep it moisturized, because there's nothing worse than seeing some dry feet, especially if you wear heels. In the wintertime, fine, because nobody is seeing it. But especially in the summertime, oh my goodness, that's when we see the ashiness come out to play. And it just instantly throws everything off. So if you know that you struggle with this, walk with some hand cream, some lotion. I, for one, as soon as I wash my hands, as soon as I step out, it's as if I didn't put anything on before. So I always have to be creaming, I always have to be moisturizing. So I always have to have some lotion in sight somewhere. And another thing that just cheapens the whole look as well is when you don't smell the smells, the aromas, it's not nice. It's not what it should be. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go out and buy expensive fragrances, expensive colognes, etc. But places like Zara, I have so many videos here on my channel with some very good fragrances option from Zara, especially, that smell so good. Some of them last a long time as well. Some of them, you know, you still have to pop them in your bag to kind of top up, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to smell good. So if you want to see some Zara options, definitely in the description I'll leave those videos for you, and also some other suggestions as well. Just invest in how you smell at any age that you are. You always want to invest in some good fragrances, and if you don't have the budget to accommodate that, there's less expensive alternatives. Now, the next thing that cheapens how you look is when the makeup is not working at all, and it's like the makeup that you're wearing is not suited for the occasion. On an everyday basis, you're wearing a full glam makeup. First of all, your skin is crying and is screaming. You don't have to wear a full beat. I'm talking cut crease, eyeshadow, glitter, diamonds, everything is on 10. You don't have to do that every single day. Now, I'm not saying that you can't wear makeup at all. I'm not saying that. You know, make it appropriate for where you're going as well. You don't want to kill your skin, and you also want to look nice when you're going out, but just do it in proportion to where you're going. If you're just popping to the shops, there's no need to be in a full face of makeup, but make sure, especially if you're wearing lashes, make sure that the lashes aren't lifting. Oh my goodness, that is one thing that definitely throws the whole look off. It's like, this one is lifting, you just instantly feel just so, yeah. Now, this has happened to me a few times. So what I do is I always have to walk with a little lash glue, like always have to have this on deck, because for some reason my lashes like to lift because my eyes get watery, whatever the reason. Just always have this on deck. And another thing as well are those lashes, those cluster lashes that they curl. I mean, everybody can tell that it's fake, and depending on your eye shape as well, not everybody, every length of eyelashes suit. For me especially, I can't wear super long eyelashes. I will just look so extra, so dramatic, even look so unapproachable. So I like to go for like those medium type of lashes. And when you do individuals, what I hate to see is that you can't even open your eyes. Lashes are fighting your eyes to open. It's just so much, it's so full, it's so thick. And on top of that as well, you also get the bottom lashes. Always see this on Instagram and TikTok, and I just see the girls, their eyes are so red from getting this done. It's like your body is screaming at you like, no, stop, don't do this to me, and you still go ahead and do it. It's a no from me. In fact, should have been left that in 2023, 2022. So when you want to do your eyelashes, don't do that whole that your eyes can't even open and it just wants to fan somebody away. And make sure that it suits your face as well and enhances what's there, because that's the whole point, right? Now, I'm not gonna say don't wear long, don't wear short, because everybody's eye shape is different and everybody requires something different. So just do what works for you, but don't go overboard. And the fourth thing is your nails. Your nails are chipped, your nails are missing. It's an instant no, and so childlike as well. If you're grown, there's no reason why your nails should be chipped, or it's like one hand is painted and one hand isn't. It just looks so off. Yeah, just take it all off and do without. Even me, I just rather go without. If the nails aren't working, I just go without. Or those long nails. How do people wear these long nails? Well, for one, to me, it just looks so tacky, and it just makes you just look so cheap. I'm just not for those really long nails. For one, how do you even take care of yourself after? There's just all these questions when I see people with these ridiculously long nails. And on top of it being ridiculously long, they have all these diamonds and gems on there. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be creative with how you do your nails, but it's just something about it that is just, it's just so off. I don't like long nails. I like short nails, so probably why this is in here for me, but I much prefer short nails. I think they look so much more classy. And in terms of like what I like to do, I keep it simple. French style in the summertime. That's when I'll do my designs. That's when I get a little bit more creative. But in the winter, I like to keep it simple and just wear French tip. That's me. Now, if you want your nails to be done, but you don't necessarily have the time to like go to the nail salon, or it may not be in the budget, get you some stick-on nails. They are a game changer. You can change them whenever, change the colors, and the ones from BT Art Nails, hands down, one of the best on the market. It looks so realistic. I'll put a picture up here so you can see one of the designs that I did, and I just added some gems to it to kind of elevate it a bit, and you could not tell whatsoever whether or not I'd gotten those nails done in the shop or I stuck them on. Let's move on to outfits. So one reason why you may look cheap or you may not look how you want is because you're not dressing for your body type. You're not dressing for your shape, for you specifically. Oftentimes we see things on Instagram, on Pinterest, we see all these nice inspirations, and then we go and try it, do that look, and it's just a flop. It's just a the font isn't right. Part of that is because it's not for your body shape. You have to tailor and mold things to your body shape, or you can look so bad so easily. I can go a little bit more in depth in this in a different video about how to dress to your body shape, but this is one key thing why you may not look how you want to look. Another reason is you're just not putting in effort in that area, so you just show up anyhow, pairing items that shouldn't be paired together. These things can really just impact the way you look and impact the way you even feel in those clothes as well. And I personally think it's not always about the item itself, it's about how you style it, how you put it together. If you pair like a polka dot with like a zebra print, do you see what I mean? It's just off, two different. You just chuck any old thing on, you just don't care how it looks. You're wearing them big puffer coat with the shoes, doesn't really look right as well, and you're wondering why you don't look how you should look. That is why you have to put some effort in this area. Don't just chuck things together. Some people can do that and it works. Some of us, we have to really think about what we're wearing, how the pieces are, and how it would look on our body type for it to look right, and for us to show up and be confident in how we look and how we feel about ourselves. Another thing that cheapens how you look is going for all trendy items. Now, I put my hands up here. I love a trendy piece here and there, but there is some trendy pieces that you have to really think, can I wear this multiple times? Because there is a difference between trendy pieces like those crop tops, those types of like balloon sleeve, or trendy classic pieces. For example, this blazer that I'm wearing right now, it's a structured shoulder blazer that tapers in at the waist, but for me this is a more timeless trendy piece because in 2022 this style was very much on trend, but because of my body type this suits my body shape so much, and I love a tapered waist in general, so this made sense for me to invest in. And the color as well, it's black. I know I can always wear a black piece, but I may not always wear like a polka dot version of this or a print version of this. So you always have to think, is this a timeless piece that I can have in my wardrobe? And this is not for everybody. It depends on your style as well, and you know, the type of things that you like to wear on a daily basis. But for the people that want, you know, more longevity in their wardrobes or in the things that they wear, these are just some things that you would have to think about. And the next thing is wearing inadequate underwear. Now, there's nothing worse than seeing a girl in a really nice dress and you just see a big print of her undergarment, or she's wearing a really nice top or really nice dress. Maybe it's off shoulder, maybe it's one shoulder, and you just see a bra strap. Like, why am I seeing the bra strap? Why am I seeing the print of the underwear? You need to be wearing adequate underwear, adequate type of bra. If you have a really big boobs and needs to be supported, find some hacks. There's some online on YouTube. Find people that have similar type of, you know, dimensions as you and see what they're doing. Look online, invest in some good quality undergarment, and on top of seeing the straps showing, it's like some odd color, maybe like a red or a pink, a color that it has no business being. There is no way that you can feel your best self with everything exposed like that. There is no way. So invest in some seamless underwear for the type of outfits that you're wearing. On a normal day, if you're wearing jeans, it's fine, because you know jeans really conceal a lot of things, so you can wear your bingo. But if you're wearing a dress, make sure that it's a seamless type of style, and you can get some that are skin toned as well, so that plays on the more seamless side of things. So do invest in some good undergarments. And the next thing that cheapens the look is creased clothing. Oh my goodness, this one right here, it literally takes your outfit from a 10 instantly to a -1. This particularly irks me out so much, especially when I wear shirts, which is why I don't like wearing shirts. Whenever I'm driving, come out my car, my clothes is crushed because I drive so close to the steering wheel as well. My clothes just always crushed, and I could have been looking like a 10. And my outfit is so crushed. I just put my coat on and just hide it all away, because there is no way. It is the worst thing ever. There's some things that you can invest in, definitely an iron, but then some clothing you can't necessarily iron them. That's where like a steamer come into play. So you may want to consider investing in a good steamer. Love me a steamer, especially for satin material, satin skirt. Steamer is so clutch because the iron may get too hot and burn it, and we don't want that. So a steamer is definitely a very good investment for your clothes to be nice, steamed, crease free. And the next thing that makes you look cheap is the type of fabrics and the type of quality of material clothing that you wear. Now this has a huge impact in the way how it looks. Now you don't have to invest in expensive pieces. Budget affordable pieces can definitely look like they're super expensive, and super expensive pieces can look like it's cheap. One, it's how you style these pieces, and two, if it's not an expensive piece, the fabric, the material has to not look cheap. And when I say look cheap, it's like there's threads hanging out, the material, it's fraying, there's so much bubble on the item, especially for sweaters as well, especially for like jumpers, sweaters, cardigans. They tend to bubble a lot because of friction and the type of fabric, or for natural fibers as well. So like jumpers and cardigans that are heavy wool based, they will definitely bubble because of friction rubbing against it. So in that regard, instead of just walking around looking crazy with your bubbled piece, is to invest in a lint roller, an electric one, or those lint rollers that can remove fluff. Like I said before, you don't have to buy expensive items. One, it's how you style the pieces, it's the look of that material as well. So just generally go for items with a better look and quality material than something that is super cheap. And finally, the accessories that you wear matters so much. This for sure makes or breaks the outfit. And when I'm talking about accessories, I mean like your shoes, your bag, your jewelry. These are the types of accessories, and belts as well, because if you're wearing a fire outfit and the shoes just doesn't work with that outfit, it just makes you look like a fool, for one, and two, it just throws everything off. Everything is all off whack now, and it's like the shoes is scuffed, it's dirty, it's just off looking. It just makes you look so cheap instantly. The shoes just doesn't go with the style at all. Like you're wearing like a wide leg trouser and then a chunky boot. It just doesn't work, or the proportions don't balance out. For example, you're wearing a long knit midi dress for a winter outfit and then you're wearing ankle boots. The proportions are off, so you want to balance everything out. So instead of wearing a low ankle boot, you wear a knee-high boots to just balance out the proportions, and it just looks so much more elevated. So there's just things like that that you have to be mindful of and think about. Yeah, so these are 10 things that I think that makes an outfit look cheap and not put together. When you don't look put together, sometimes you don't feel and look confident, and you want to be confident in yourself and confident in what you're wearing, and generally feel better about yourself and how you're showing up. So these are just some things to be mindful of. And if you weren't aware initially, then hopefully you can kind of reflect and see if you fall in any of this category. I didn't just want to just list things, what makes you look cheap. I wanted to give you solutions as well. So if you fall into any of those categories, try some of the solutions that I suggested and see if it works for you. And let me know in the comments as well what you find that makes an outfit look cheap, what you do to look put together, any tips that you have. Let's share it in the comment section. We can all benefit. There's always room for improvement, and I'm sure that we can all learn a thing or two from each other. So that's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you like it and so that more people can see it as well. And if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. It's free, it's right there. I'm waiting for you. Done? Okay, thank you for subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.